There is an interesting case of Supreme Court has been decided recently in June. What we see in the property cases or builder buyer agreement that there is a significant delay in giving the possession of the property, and buyer accept the property. So do they lose their right to claim the compensation for this delay? This question has been decided in this case. The case name is TKA Padmanabham versus Abhiyan Group Housing Society Limited. Case belonged to 2003. In 2003, he became a member of a housing society, and in 2004, he took the possession of the property. In 2005, he make a complaint in the consumer forum for claiming compensation because of there is a delay in possession of the property of flat. His complaint was rejected by the consumer forum on the ground that there is an arbitration clause, and the society sought that matter should be referred back to the arbitration. The district forum, state consumer commission, national commission also referred the dispute to the arbitration. Additionally, the national commission held that he is not a consumer once he accepted the property or possession. So his claim that I am still a consumer, I can claim the compensation for delay in giving the property. This issue has escalated to Supreme Court. The what were the issue is there? Whether the arbitration clause can bar you from taking the case, your taking the case to the consumer commission or district consumer commission. Can they deny to decide the case just because there is an arbitration clause in the agreement? And whether the acceptance of the property or possession extinguish your right to claim the compensation for delay. After this, judgment has arrived. Judgment has arrived in this case, and these are the important point of the judgment that arbitration clause does not outset the consumer jurisdiction. The court held that the consumer remedy under the Consumer Protection Act are in addition or supplementary to the other remedy. That means if you have arbitration clause in your agreement, that does not deprive you from taking the other legal right or legal remedy available to you. So legal remedy available to you in Consumer Protection Act are in addition to. So they are supplementary or they can go parallel. So it is not that if there is arbitration clause you cannot go to the other legal forum to take your legal right or compensation if there is any harm or delay. And second question is consumer complaint cannot be shifted to arbitration once admitted. This is the very good observation of the Supreme Court that once the forum has admitted his complaint, so they should decide it on merit instead of referring the matter back to the arbitration clause. And third question is taking possession of the property does not extinguish the right to claim compensation. It is a very favorable decision in the consumer favor. The court had held that a claim for delay relate to the period before possession, and therefore the subsequent possession does not defeat the claim. That means once you accept the claim, that does not defeat your claim. That does not defeat your claim to claim the compensation for the delay. An error by the National Commission have in the noticed in the fourth point. The Supreme Court held that dismissing the complaint merely because the possession was taken was legally incorrect and ignored the real issue of the case that forum. Though so, the Supreme Court has decided the in favor of the complainant and allowed the appeal, which means that forum or consumer forum have to decide the case on merit basis, considering the merit of the fact of the case instead of referring the case back to the arbitration. So it is a very welcome decision and a very favorable decision. So if there is a delay in taking the possession of the property, or so you should not stay silent. Even if you have accepted the property, you should take the legal steps. There is a consumer forum, there is a RERA existing, which protect your right. So even after you accepting, don't sigh, don't hesitate to claim your right. It is your right, because there is a double side financial loss to you. Once there is a delay, you are also making payment of the rent where you are staying, and also losing the rent from the property that you have already booked, or you are still deprived from residing in that property. It is your right.